Greetings, everyone. This is Live Life Well TV host Robert Landau. We're back with another episode of our weekly trivia program here on Live Life Well TV called Did You Know? But did you know that this episode of Did You Know is unlike any other episode of Did You Know? And there's a really good reason why. This Did You Know includes a special tribute to botany. In fact, this Did You Know is solely a tribute to botany. So if you like plants and stuff like that, I think you'll really enjoy this. Even if you are not a botanist type person, do stay tuned. I think you too will have a lot of fun right after this. All right, so let's begin with our special tribute to the wonderful world of botany. If I can say that, it will be really smooth sailing. So here we go. Please pray for me, okay? Did you know that an average-sized tree can provide enough wood to make no less than 170,100 pencils? Bet you didn't know that, whether you like botany or not. Did you know that the first type of aspirin, painkiller, and fever reducer actually came from the tree bark of a willow tree? Did you know that 85% of plant life is actually found in the ocean? Did you know that bananas contain a natural chemical which can make people feel happy? Just ask Carmen Miranda. Did you know that Brazil is actually named after a certain type of tree? Did you know that the Amazon rainforest produces half the world's oxygen supply? Very valuable and sacred rainforest that is. Did you know that cricket bats are made of a tree called willow, and baseball bats are made out of the wood of a hickory tree? Did you know that caffeine serves the function of a pesticide in a coffee plant? And by the way, before we go any further in this Botany Special, we would like to thank Fun Facts About .net for a large part of this wonderful information. Continuing, did you know that apple is 25% air, and that is why apples float on water? Did you know that peaches, pears, apricot, quinces, strawberries, and apples are all member of, drumroll please, the rose family? Oh yes, the rose family. Did you know that apple, potatoes, and onions have the same taste? To test this, eat them with your nose closed. Don't think I've done that, but you know what? I'm going to do that right after this, and I'll let you know. Did you know that the tears during cutting an onion are caused by sulfuric acid present in onions? Did you know that the tallest tree ever was an Australian eucalyptus? In 1872, it was measured at an astounding 435 feet tall. Did you know that the first potatoes were cultivated in Peru about 7,000 years ago? Did you know the evaporation from a large oak or beech tree is from 10 to 25 gallons in 24 hours? Wow. Did you know that the strawberry is the only fruit that bears its seeds on the outside? The average strawberry, my dear, dear friends, happens to be about 20 seeds per strawberry. So how about that? Did you know that leaving the skin on potatoes while cooking is healthier, as all vitamins are in the skin of the potato? I think that's true with a lot of different vegetables and fruit, actually. Did you know that around 20,000 different types of plants are used by humans to make food? Did you know that small pockets of air inside cranberries cause them to bounce and float in water? Did you know that bamboo happens to be the fastest growing woody plant in the world? It can grow 35 inches in a single day. Did you know that a sunflower looks like one large flower, of course, but each head is actually composed of hundreds of tiny flowers called florets or flores, which happen and ripen to become the seeds? Interesting that. Did you know that cabbage has 91% water content? Did you also know that banana is an Arabic word for fingers? Hey there. Did you know that the California redwood are the tallest and largest living organisms in the world? Did you know that Ginkgo biloba, is one of the oldest living tree species? It dates back to about 250 million years ago. Did you know that the word pineapple comes from European explorers who thought the fruit combined the look of a pine cone with flesh like that of an apple? Interesting, pineapple. Did you know that eating lots of onions will happen to make you sleepy, as it acts as a sedative? So next time you're worried about getting good sleep at night, or if you happen to be up at night and you can't sleep at night, eat tons of onions. Actually, don't eat tons of onions. Please don't eat tons of onions. Forget I even said that thing about tons of onions. Let's move quickly on to the next one. Did you know that cucumber is a fruit and not a vegetable, since it has seeds in the center? Did you know that a cluster of bananas is called a hand and consists of 10 to 20 bananas known as fingers? There are those fingers again. Hi. Did you know that vanilla flavoring comes from the pod of an orchid by the name of Vanilla planifolia? Planifolia. Did you also know that the first certified botanical garden happened to be founded by Pope Nicholas III in Vatican City in 1278 AD? Did you know that there are over 300,000 identified plant species, and the list actually keeps growing all the time? Did you know that oak trees are struck by lightning more than any other tree? And that is so funny. When I couldn't sleep last night and I didn't want to consume 18,000 onions, I was thinking, I wonder what tree is struck by lightning more than any other tree. And here is my answer. Oak trees are struck by lightning more than any other tree. And boy, I slept like a baby after that, let me tell you. Did you know that carrots were originally purple in color? Did you know that in the 1600s, tulips were so valuable in Holland that their bulbs were worn more than gold? So next episode, I'm going to wear tulip bulbs and not any gold. How about that? That is something you're going to want to stay tuned for. The craze of wearing tulip bulbs was called tulip mania and caused the crash of the Dutch economy. I wonder why. Did you know that oak trees don't produce acorns until they happen to be 50 years old? Which brings us to some very sad announcement I need to share with you right here and now. Are you ready? I hate to bring things down, but it is something that I truly must say. Folks, we have 2 more Did You Knows left before we close. I know. Calm down. We'll be back with another episode next week. But here's the second to last Did You Know in our Botany Special. Did you know that caffeine serves the function of a pesticide in a coffee plant? And finally, I know you have been waiting for this. The last one. Did you know that the first product to have a barcode was Wrigley's gum? Why did we throw that in? I can't even begin to tell you. But with that said and done, this brings our current episode to a rather crashing botanastic close. And I'd like to thank you for tuning in. I hope you had fun. I think you can tell I kinda did, but don't tell anyone. Shh. This has been Robert Landau, Live Life Well TV host. Thank you for joining me today. God bless.